Well, good morning and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about this picture that's actually behind my back. It's entitled The Angelus, but it was first called Prayer for the Potato Crop. Now, this couple you see in the picture, they're looking over a basket of potatoes, and there's even a wheelbarrow in the background behind the woman, and they have some sacks in there. They've been harvesting these potatoes. Next to the man on his right is a pitchfork that's been stuck into the ground. But their heads are bowed, and the man even has his cap off. Well, this painting was painted in between 1857 and 1859 by Jean-Francois Millet. He had grown up in a poor family, or a working family, at least a farm family, and he painted this when he was about 43. They're praying, and the man who had commissioned this for his collection never came and collected the piece of artwork. So Jean-Francois decided to rename the painting The Angelus. And in fact, when he renamed it The Angelus, he added in the background, and you see it right behind the woman, a church, and you can see its steeple. And what this couple is doing is they're stopping near the end of the day. There's already a shadow down here in the front of the picture. They're stopping to pray that prayer that remembers the Incarnation. We remember that March 25th was the Feast of the Annunciation, when we commemorate and when we remember and celebrate that Jesus became, or the Word of God became flesh. Jean-Francois said that the idea for the Angelus came to me because I remembered that my grandmother, hearing the church bell ringing while we were working in the fields, always made us stop work to say the Angelus Prayer for the poor departed. That had left a deep impression upon him from his childhood. And the Angelus was something that began in the Middle Ages. It kind of grows out of the prayer of the tradition of the church's prayer. The church would stop at various times of the day in monasteries, and priests would, sisters would, to pray what we call the Liturgy of the Hours, or what was known as the Breviary, or the Divine Office, the official prayer of the church. And people would join those prayer times when they heard the bells ringing at the church. They would pray a few Our Fathers, a few Hail Marys. And over time, this prayer became formalized. First in the evening it began, then in the morning it was added, and finally during the time of the Crusades, one of the popes had this prayer prayed at noon. This prayer is such an important prayer because it remembers that God became man, that God broke into our world, as I mentioned in the other video on the Feast of the Annunciation. He broke into our world and changed it forever. I encourage you to pray the Angelus today. Stop, slow down, commemorate this event. You can join us, actually, in one of our other videos, the staff and myself, in praying the Angelus. Or you can look up the app done by Magnificat, download it on your phone, and pray the prayer along there. May this prayer, the Angelus, which was known first as the prayer of peace, help us to find peace in our time, but also firm us up in being faithful to God. While you're at it, why not pray a prayer also for the repose of the soul of Jean-Francois Millet? God bless.